Okay. Let's get us started here, for real. We're starting in reverse order today. We're going with the cute before the dark. That's what we're going to do. You just get... Boop, 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 boop. Get you on screen here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I wonder if there's a way to show intro. We're going to start at the very beginning. I'm so excited to play this. The remaster. I'm so pumped. Caffeinate here. We're going to do the intro. This is the 31st? I think 31st most high-selling PlayStation 1 game of all time. And that library sold like hotcakes. A lot of huge sellers. I started the process yesterday to add better TV. I just didn't finish it, and I had to take a nap when I got home, so I had a very, very long day. Unfortunately. Just stop the stream and do it. No, tomorrow's an admin day for all my streams and everything, so I'll get it up. I'll get it up tomorrow. So, Croc has been adopted by the Gabos. He was found as a little baby. The Gabos are his friends. That's their king. King Gabo. Little fuzzballs. Oh, he's growing big. Oh, ew. It's like, whoa, Croc's big now. The land of Gabos. Oh, the evil bad guy. The whole thing, the entire game is told with no dialogue, which was very good for translating to other languages. Super easy. This is all the setup you need. Just love the sound design of this game. It's so good. Between the sound design and the music. So the king has been whisked away. Has been stolen, the Gabo king. And now the job is to save your friends and save the king. Okay. Let's just go. He's so small. I like when you get close to him. Is the audio okay? Is it too loud? Okay, I'm trying to remember here. Gabo! Little backpack. Come on! Yay! Okay, good. It's a little weird because he's got tank controls, but I'm trying to play it on the... Maybe I shouldn't use the stick. Maybe it's better to use the D-pad. Might have more luck that way. Because at one point, when you're turning, he just turns his whole body. So yeah, here. D-pad's better. I keep forgetting there's no double jump. It's just a stomp, not a double jump. Mikey, remember that. Those crystals kind of work essentially like rings in Sonic. Kaboom! Gabo saving life. I don't like platformers, but I love Croc. Or I'd say I'm very picky when it comes to platformers. How about that? I don't think I hate them necessarily. Just very picky. I mean, some of my favorite games of all time are platformers, but it's a rare case. Okay. Turn. Oh no! Croc. I'll get the hang of this. Remember tank controls. I don't have to go that way yet. I go this way. Okay, get rid of him. Okay. Yeah, 2D platformers are the way to go generally. There's a few 3D ones that I like, and this is on that list. But when I like one, I really like it, though. It just adds this layer of complexity and frustration that I don't think is necessary. Oh my god, I hit just the edge. Okay. Okay, can I go this way now? Or do I have to go this way? Oh wait, no, that's right. I have to ding out. This is the end. This is the bell. Right? Kapow! Okay. Next level. And up? Are we going up? Where are we going? Oh wait, yeah, I think you have to... There we go, down. He's locked up! This poor guy's locked up. Locked up, won't let me down. Locked up. Akon will get you out. Okay. A gobble! Okay. Gabby. Gabish. I'll come back for you. I have a friend who's like legendary at this game. He speed runs it in like just insane times. That's 0 counts. He's very good. He was the one who reminded me to try out Croc 2 because I'd never played it. And on his stream he was playing it one day. I'm like, yeah, that's right, Croc 2. That's a real thing. I forgot about that. Oh, do I have to go? Oh no. I could have used that to get up there. That's okay. I'll come back with the key. Okay. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. I need that gem. Yeah, this is actually so much easier to play. I got a little overexcited with the remaster. And started using the stick instead of the D-pad. Now, originally when this came out, this game came out before there actually was a thumbstick on the controller. It was just a D-pad. A lot of people seem to forget that there was a time when the PlayStation 1, when it first launched, several years of it before they added added the thumbsticks. That's when they call it the DualShock controller. It started with just a regular old controller, which I have one. To play these types of games specifically. So you're not inclined to just use the D-pad. Okay. Can I go back and save my friend back there, though? This is the end of the level, but there's still a gobble back there. I want to save my gobble friend. I missed the key somewhere. Can I go back? No gobos left behind. Oh yeah, I think there's a key up here or something. Hey, get over here. Get out of here. Oh, is that a balloon? What is that? What is that? Oh, there's a door over there. What's that do? Oh yeah, I got these little step buttons. Bop, 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 bop. I think I might have messed up a little bit. Yeah, the key's up there. I'd have to redo the level because I smashed the box that was here that I could use to get up there. I don't think I can get up there without it. Can I go back to this level after I clear it? I'm not sure. I don't remember. An early rookie mistake there. Doot, doot. Let me just go and see. Can I go back? Underground, overground. Shout lava, lava, lava. Yeah, I can go back. Let me go back. There are arrows. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna save my buddy. I want to get all the gobos. Especially this early in, I'm not gonna give up on getting the gobos. Some of them get really hard to get. It's basically like Ape Escape, you know? You're trying to capture all the apes. Same general idea. There we go. Alright, see here. Is it this one? Or it's up there. This I can do. Gabo. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna save this guy. I got you, buddy. I just forgot. I haven't played this in a long time. Oh no! Get out of here. Big jerk. You big bully. Okay. Let's get up here. And don't slam it. Key! There we go. Whoop, whoop. Now I can smash these boxes. Green. Green gem. I like his little backpack. Okay, I'm coming for you. Gotcha. Look at that. No gobbles left behind. Big jerk. Alright. Do 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 do. I gotta get these now. There we go. I got the hang of this whole D-pad thing again. It's been a while since I've needed to use a D-pad for a control, but I'm glad that they kept the experience the same and just updated everything else. I mean, it's already used. It can use the D-pad. They've added a lot of functionality and the 4K and all the other cool things. Boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do. There we go. That's more like it. Lava, lava, lava. Let's see. This does make me want to play Ape Escape again, though. I haven't played that in so long. Ape Escape's a lot of fun. There's a really fun like crossover bonus disc in Metal Gear 3 and Snake Eater, where Snake is capturing monkeys Ape Escape style. The actual Ape Escape apes. Like a little mini game. There's like 30 of them to capture. It's a lot of fun. Okay. There we go. Down we go. Okay, Middle. Got it. I think this one. No, I gotta hide. Ah, I missed the gobbo. Damn it. I want a do-over. They went too fast. Can I try again? Nope. Damn it. No cheating my way out of that. What's his fault? You know, he was hiding in there. It's not me. Okay. Gem. Key. Whoops. No. Okay, let's see. Okay, this way first. Where are they moving? Are they moving platforms? Naturally, right? Where is it? Oh, it is a moving platform. Okay, gotta wait for it. I'm patient. Yep, 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 yep. Ah, can't quite make it. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need it. It's imperfect. There we go. Alley-oop. What's this here? Oh my god. Balloon. Okay. I got this. I got this. Damn respawning enemies, though. No such thing as clearing a room here. Okay. What's in here? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay. 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 Get out of here. I need to use the balloon. Step, step. Step, 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 step. Or jump off the balloon on the way down? What the hell? I think that's what it is. I have to jump off the balloon. Got a good approach angle here. Like that. And we're like that. Push box. Oh. I think you're right. Yeah, I wasn't even... Yeah, I knew that. Video game logic. Duh. Wait, where's the key though? Oh, it's floating. Okay. There we go. Good call. Thank you for that. Get out of here. And push it back. Wait, there's a door here? Where's that go? There's a locked door up there. I should do that first. Oh, maybe this whole thing was optional. And there's like something special up there. That's probably what it is. Let's see. I made it in. Okay. See what we got here. Come on. Come on. Oh, get out of here. Run, Croc, run. These. Yeah, it's an optional room. That's cool, though. I got that. I got a gem. I'm trying to collect all the colored gems, so that's perfect. Come on. Okay, here. I used to laugh so hard, like when I was a kid. Before I even got the game, I used to play the demo disc. There's a time where poor people just played demo discs, and on a demo disc that came free with a magazine, you could get like, you know, 10, 15 little sections of a game, and you just play them for hours and just constantly play like the demo, you know. And I used to, before I ever played Croc, the full game, I used to just play that demo for Croc, the first level, and just be crying, laughing so hard I was crying. Just like it was very novel at the time to have these types of, you know, these little dialogue, like Shazam, oh hey. It was just overwhelmingly cute and funny. Oh, that's what the Switch does. Okay. Look at that. Get back down here. Get down here. Okay, I need another key. Oh man, I'm getting these gems like crazy. Nice. Gems. I'm missing one, aren't I? I think the key to it is in here. Oh, no, there's the key. I almost have enough for a bonus door. Come on! Here we go. There we go. Gummy Gabagool. Croc and the Legend of the Gabagool. Ooh, big jerk. Oh, they're like minions. He's making minions. Okay, let's see. This is an omnidirectional one now. I think I jump to change the direction if is that right? Let's find out. Oh, no, just my direction. Okay, cool. Oh! Well, I'm gonna want that life now for sure. It is the problem with 3D platformers, come on. Oh no! See, it falls down. Well, that was worthless. I ended up the same. I'm just gonna go over here instead then. Up. Oh man. Man, 3D platformers, anything in the 90s, late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s was all just nail biters. Every jump, I just feel my whole body shaking. Like, will I clip in or out of it? What's the collision detection? We never know. Just good fucking luck is the answer. I was thinking I was going to play this on an emulator, but obviously this is, graphically this is a lot better and smoother and using the native controller, very cool. But the one thing it doesn't have is save states. It's unfortunate. I believe the main way of saving is through passwords. Even on the PC port. Hazoo! Look at that. That's the most I've collected so far. Look at me. Look at my little crockiness. Look at this guy. Little guy. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Okay. I know it's supposed to, okay, I gotta wait. That's it. So I gotta... Got it. Give me my thingy. Yes, okay. Okay, got it. I got him. I just gotta hit him in the star. The little star, David. Right in the star, David. Come on, get away from me. Oh no. Oh, wait, I got him. Oh, that's insane. I lost my last gem and got him at the same time. That's lucky. Whew, okay. Doing. Oh, he's just a birdie bird. See? Corrupted by the dark powers of Sauron. Corrupted by evil. I'm gonna. Ow, there's a save built in. You save. Save slot. Okay, I feel much better now. Oh, hey, Matt. Hello, hello. I forgot to put chat up tonight, too. Sue me. I had a long day. I will read chat messages for the chat. So, never seen this game, but it feels like Super Mario 64 wearing Gex costume. Those games were all influential on the development of this game, 100%. Yeah. This game actually... I know a little bit of trivia, not a whole lot about Croc, but it is the #1 most successful platformer on the PlayStation. It actually outsold any individual Crash Bandicoot game, but that's because there were many games, so technically Crash Bandicoot sold a lot more on the PlayStation. But each individual game, this was actually way more successful, from what I understand. I'm not sure if that's been updated since I last saw it in like PlayStation Magazine forever ago. However, it also started as a Yoshi game. The developers wanted to make a game, a 3D game in the vein of Mario 64 about Yoshi. Give him his own adventure. And Nintendo passed, said no thank you. Not really super into it. And they said, well, we got all these assets we were working on, and let's shop it over to, at the time, the #1 competitor, Nintendo. Nintendo actually at one point was going to do what PlayStation don't exist because Nintendo said no to a disc add-on for the Nintendo 64. At the time known as the Ultra 64. And Sony was like, well, we can do our own thing then. And that's a lot of legend in there. So that same competition between Nintendo and Sony led to this game as well. So yeah, this game's a lot of fun. It is. One of the reasons it's such a big seller too was, I kind of mentioned this earlier, but it's easy to translate to other languages because there's no dialogue in the game. It's all told through context, and it's a very simple story. What am I doing here? Something up there. How do I get up there? Or did I go the wrong way? I might have gone. Oh, I have a key. I bet I went the wrong way. Yeah, it's all told through context. So it's sold really well in foreign countries as well. I think I have to do something with this, don't I? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh. Oh, I have to get up there, don't I? Oh. You jackass. You jerk. You big jerk. Yeah, and normally I'm not a big 3D platformer fan, but this game just like hits me in all the right ways. It's my sense of humor. I really loved it when it came out. I would have marathon gaming sessions of Disruptor, really early FPS on the PlayStation, and Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and then I'd break them up with some Croc. So that's what came to mind because I wanted to finish off. I'm going to be finishing off Separate Ways tonight on Resident Evil 4, the remake. But I thought, you know, I'm going to break it up a little bit. I'm at the exact halfway point of that DLC. So, and I want to go at least 4 hours tonight. So, how the heckin' dog do I get up there? There's got to be something I'm missing. It's not unlike me. I can be a little dense. Hey, give me that one gem back. Okay. If I were to get up here, what can I do from up here? Literally nothing. Yeah, when I saw that a fan went through and made a totally free remaster, I could not pass up the opportunity. So this is a free game right now and will forever be on mybandandweird.com. The publisher has officially disowned it and said that project was okay, and then made it the official place to get the game in this updated, graphically optimized 4K release. Done by a very loving fan. What am I missing here? I have to have Angela help me out on this one. What am I missing? Okay, so I have a key. There's no door for it. And then there's a box up here that I can't reach. And that's all that's in this room. Hell, I've not played this level in a long time. Out here... Out here, there is this guy. I'm gonna donk that enemy there. This box. I can't reach anything from the top of the box. And I can't reach any jumps from here. It looks like I need to get up there. Right? And if I break that, there's just a butterfly inside. There's nothing. Oh, wait. Is that butterfly something I can use? I didn't even know. I didn't even see that the first time. He's still flying around, I think. Yeah. Oh, no. My one jewel. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Get out of here, dude. It's just a butterfly. Oh, interesting idea. Well, good idea. Oh. God. Oh, I gotta time it just right. I have this one jewel. It has Sonic rules, so as long as you have a gem in your collection, you can pick it up and take another hit. Okay. Let's see. I can't get it. I still got the gem. Oh, still got my gem. That butterfly that's inside the box and is there I don't know if it's there every time, but it must be. It's also bothering me. Like, what's that do? Anything? Nothing. But yeah, this makes sense. I think Matt might have it right. Let's see. I just gotta catch this guy. Oh man, the timing has to be like impeccable. Oh, and if he gets under you, so I can't even wait for him because even under you. Must be the butterfly. I think so. It's one of these two things. I can't seem to grab him. Do I have to get on top of him? Double... Not like that. Well, let me go in and out again. Right, because in here, there's like nothing. There's got to be a way out in from here. I need an expert. Man, if only Chris were in chat right now. He's speedrun this thing at, I think it's like an hour or something. This is a long game too. I was dropped in. I came from the sky. Live back there-ish. Okay. Alright. Should I try hitting it from the bottom or the top? Try it. Oh, okay, so we go from the top. Then maybe if I... Oh, hey. Look at that. Trying to catch it. I can't touch it. Where you at, buddy? I think it's the ground enemy. Yeah, I think Matt's idea was right on, actually. It's like, maybe it's a butterfly, but I think, yeah, maybe you have to pound on this thing, but I have to watch his pattern very carefully because... And then if you go back here to watch him, you get dinged by the other guy who keeps respawning. Yeah, so I can only jump on this guy. I'm just gonna keep jumping. Oh, he's right next to me. Oh, nope, that just kills him. Can you climb on the walls next to the door? Oh my god. Yes, I can. Thank you, Angela. I can climb on those. This is a figure it out as you go game. That's... I mean, I knew that. I was just, you know, I was testing everybody. Good teamwork. Now that's what I call teamwork. It has been a while since you know, when I played this game the last time, when I whipped out the disc, I think I played like the first 2 levels and that was it. It's more nostalgia, but it really is a lot of fun though. It took me forever to beat this game when I was younger though. Line it up. I like how he's got these little dance moves here. Okay. Then you can just flip around. Boop. Okay. Oh no, I'm right down the... That's what I was worried about. That's why I was being so fucking cautious. Hey, get on there. Get on there, buddy. Okay. Uh-huh. Whoop. Tank control. Man, these things make me so paranoid. Oh, what's the worst that can happen? I have a save file. Here we go. I just wanted one of the gobos. The other one probably doesn't have a gobbo. I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, hey, hey, wee! Oh my god, no way. Come on. Fucking killing me here. I have to start over. Matt says, when I rebought PlayStation 1 and N64 a few years ago at Nostalgia, I still have old games. I replayed Rayman and loved it just the same. I've never been able to beat the whole thing. Rayman is fantastic. And Rayman and Gex, I like Rayman more than Gex, but Gex has some incredible charm that gets me through a couple of those games. But yeah, you know, they're not games that you really, in my mind, that I really think about completing. You know, games have come have had such a weird turn where, you know, at one point, I never really even thought about some of the games that I had as a kid, or even as a teenager. I never really thought about beating them. There's so much to them. Spyro is a great example of that. Those Spyro games are great, and there's a remaster that came out recently that has like all the Spyro games, all remastered, better graphics. Well, not better. I would say polished and, you know, up-res so you can play it on. I think at the time it was like 1080. I don't know if it was full 4K then, but those games, I just never finished them. I never finished a single Spyro game because I never 100%ed one. My sister did. My sister's loves Spyro games so much and would actually 100% those games. That's a lot of dedication because there's so many little secrets and, you know, way more than like Mario 64. Is there anything in here at all that is worth it? No, nothing. Okay. But yeah, Rayman, Gex, the thing for me, the reason why Gex is enjoyable for sure is the comedy, right? At the time, that was a new thing. Hey, climb. To have a clever game was like a very new idea. Blasto was like that too. I love Blasto. That was Phil Hartman. One of his last performances was in Blasto. He played a sort of Captain Hammer style super, like a space superhero. Was very full of himself with the Phil Hartman voice. And that game had many problems, but it was way harder to play than this. But let me tell you, Phil Hartman's performance is the reason why everybody wanted to play that game, and myself included. I was there just to get the dialogue. It was so new, the idea that people were making references to things that I knew. You know, reference humor has come a long way. But at the time, it really was like someone, you know, it's like Evil Dead has this problem too, where like a reference means personality. Like at the time, it did actually. Like now, you know, it's like Big Bang Theory level humor. It's horrible. But so I'm actually proud of myself for beating all Super Mario 64, just having fun playing it, beat a boss, and suddenly that was it. Yeah, you know what? That's why Mario 64 is incredible. I will say this: I am not like N64 is not my favorite console. I think it's historically important, and I think it's a great console in theory. But I was deep into PlayStation. That library was more my style, I would say. I wanted some more. I don't want to say more adult games, but I was just interested in games that were more like PC games, I guess. You know, the Silent Hills, the Resident Evils, the Colony Wars, another amazing space combat game. So fantastic. Yeah, the Mario 64 is a masterpiece. That game is so good. I should play that on stream sometime. It'd be a lot of fun. I've not played a long time though, and when I start, I will be going a long time. That's not something I would just casually play. I would probably be looking to get to the end. Not all in one night. Although you never know. I don't. Maybe if I just cut a lot of corners, but I don't tend to play that way. I tend to be a little more, somewhat thorough and play around and whatnot. But yeah, that's a great game though. I still hear he moved the headstones, but never moved the bodies from Gex in my head all the time. Yeah. You know, it's funny that the lines sometimes were even more memorable from Gex than they were from the original source material. To me. Because you're seeing them in a different context, you know. That becomes the joke then. So Gex really had it figured out early on. That's what they that's definitely what they did right. Oops, wrong way. I meant to go this way. I meant to go this way. Gotta love a little Gex. Oh, one more. One more gobbo. Wait, do I have all the gems? I do. I got all the gems. I'm going in here. Okay. What's the right way to do this now? I forget the right way to do this. I guess I'll just start on the end. There's one that has an extra life. Do. Nights on Saturn was one game I loved playing so much. I never cared about beating the whole thing. Gorgeous world and unique special engine. It's still incredible to this day. The Saturn, that is an underrated console. I almost bought a Saturn and before I decided on a PlayStation. There was like this whole like secondary. I mean, you were there for it, so you remember, I'm sure. But I think it was marketed really well to people that remembered the original console wars, the Nintendo versus Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo versus Genesis. You know, Genesis does what Nintendo don't. I really think that they were smart in knowing that we're gonna make the Sega Saturn. We're gonna make the Sega Saturn look like stupid at its own game, because they immediately try to do that with the PlayStation, right? They're trying to be like, we're cooler than the PlayStation. PlayStation's like, no, not really. Like, we have a great library, and also more people want to be a part of, like, want to develop for the PlayStation because it's easier to develop for. It was basically a little PC, kind of like an Xbox is these days. Like, basically a mini PC. Developing for the Saturn was notoriously hard, which makes games like Nights like absolutely achievements. I mean, imagine how hard it was to develop that game to begin with. And then the fact it was notoriously hard to develop anything on the Saturn, which is why they didn't have enough third-party games. But the Saturn is an incredible piece of hardware. It was just never utilized well. And the day it died was sad, but I felt so fortunate that I bought a PlayStation instead. Because it died a sloppy death. A sloppy, sloppy death. It all pushed out for the Dreamcast, and I think the writing was on the wall when the Dreamcast was out. People knew, like, well, they're not going to support this thing for very long. They gave up on the Saturn. But you know what's really cool about Nights is that custom controller. Oh, man. That thing was so cool. They came out with a special controller just for that game. Man. I played that at Sears. I forgot about... There's a Scud the Disposable Assassin game. I forgot about that. I never played it. I knew all about Scud back in the day. I never read the comic at that time when it was out. But I knew all about it because I read Wizard, so, you know, of course I knew. Was it any good? I feel like it's right along the same lines as, like, some of the other games of that ilk, like the early Evil Dead games. There was, like, all the licensed games that were just, like, of that same kind of gameplay style that I don't have a lot of faith in them being things I would have been happy with at the time. Now I like playing challenging games. It wasn't great, just a boring shooter that came with big blue guns. Yeah. Well, I mean, that can be a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, whoa, the balloon dropped me right in the lava. That's not... Oh, and then that's not right. Oh my god. I'm just getting my ass kicked. Okay. Jump. At least I did that right. Yeah, I remember seeing, I have so many video game magazines. I used to read the reviews for all the other consoles, of course, because you're kind of longing for just any new bits of any game that's out there, even for systems you don't have. I remember thinking that the game from the screenshots looked very cool, and I thought that at the time, it goes to show what was going on at that point in gaming, but I thought the graphics looked so cool. I look at it now, I'm like, it looks kind of generic for like a Saturn, PlayStation era, you know, just, I guess, like, just shooter, action shooter, just action game, I would say, I guess. Yippee! But that doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy it. Like, I mean, I went through and played that Blade game recently. Holy shit, that game is terrible, but I had so much fun with it. Oh, yeah. Damn it. That Blade game is absolutely hilarious. I like it a lot. It is the definition of jank. But I think I've learned I really like janky games. I like things that are quirky and not perfect. And especially now when you see how polished everything is. I love a good, modern game or indie game. I even like a lot of AAA stuff. For a while I did not. I was indie or retro only for a long time. But now, I gotta admit, there's good stuff in all these genres. So, I've stopped being an elitist. I have very broad tastes. And that includes janky PlayStation games. Hell yeah. I should play Blade sometime on the stream. That'd be fun. PlayStation 1 Blade. Let's see if I can retain an audience playing that one. With me just yelling. That is a break your controller kind of game if you're actually trying to continue and not just play for like an hour. If you're trying to get anywhere in that game, oh my god. Whoops. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it right. I said do it right. Yay! Yay! Okay. See you in a moment. I won't win the game without you. Matt, just in case you're curious, I'm co-streaming right now. I'm streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. So there's other chats coming in on Twitch. That's why I just generally will read out the chats at this point. I forgot to put an overlay on to just add chats to the screen so everybody can see everything. Because I got home from work and I had to take a nap because it was a very long day and I was very frustrated. But I still wanted to stream because I have tomorrow off and I really look forward to streaming, so. I was not going to give up that easily. A terrible day at work is not enough for me to not stream. It'll take a lot more than that. Boom. I just looked at a YouTube vid of Scud gameplay and I forgot. It's a combo straight ahead shooter, boring, and side scroller, which was okay. I remember the side scroller parts from screenshots. That's what I remember it being. And I like side scrollers. I kind of like both to a degree. You know what I'm really a fan of, and especially for older games, I've realized I like this a lot. Maybe it's the arcade nature of them or something. I really like on-the-rail shooters. You know, like Terminator 2 arcade game, that kind of stuff. I think they're so much fun. Or, like House of the Dead. Obviously, those being like big titles. But even just like old, console games, not just arcade stuff. I think it's so much fun. I never used to like them that much. Although I always liked the T2 arcade game, which I played on the Super Nintendo, but... Okay, the best way to do this time, is to get to the top and work my way down. Alright, this just takes forever. Oh. I want to save that gobble. Yay, key! I saved the gobble! Got the gobby! You know what game I was thinking of? Like I was thinking like what are some games that I should try or try again because I don't like them, or my memories that I don't like them. But, you know, trying to catch up, or maybe it's just something I missed. There's plenty of those. But I gave a long, hard think to the fact that I never really got into the Mega Man franchise that much. And so I bought the Mega Man. There's like a deluxe collection on Steam. It's got like the first like 6 Mega Man games. I just don't like Mega Man. You know, I'm gonna say it. I want to. I like Mega Ran. I like the guy. I like the rapper Mega Ran. When it comes to the Mega Man, I just don't know. I mean, the ones on the PlayStation, like when they got way later, are, you know, like nice colored, you know, 2D graphics that are more cel-shaded. Those are fun. But I just can't get into Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Mega Man games. They are so boring to me. It's like the worst of a platformer and a shooter put together. Castlevania, yes. 100%. Mega Man, it somehow feels bro-y, too. I know it's not. It's a stupid thing to say, but it feels bro-y. Can I go back? I want to go back. I always liked how Mega Man looked, I guess the anime thing, but the gameplay looks stiff and really dated. It is, yeah. There are people who swear one of the greatest games of all time is Mega Man 2, and I'm just like, I don't know what planet they're in, you know, I gotta say. Yeah, the style is so cool. I like the, you know what's funny is I like the anime. There's a Mega Man anime, like an animated like cartoon series. Huge fan, love it, like legit, like more than I probably should. Really like it. They tried to have like kind of somewhat complicated ongoing plots and everything, kind of like the Sonic cartoon did. Well, one of the Sonic cartoons. There were 2 of them, and one of them was very childish, and one was very dark and oddly mature. Weird fandom. But the Mega Man cartoon, loved it. I love the show. I can't get into the games. I had one of them on PC so long ago, like, and it was on my IBM P2, like an ancient hard driveless computer that I got, my very first computer. But yeah, style fantastic, gameplay, yeah. It's one of those things where it doesn't feel smooth. It's all the worst parts of platforming to me. Let me save. Yes. I know it's blasphemy. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay, got it. I see what I'm doing. Hey, welcome back. You can be proud of me. I figured this one out all by myself. Look at that. Didn't need someone to say, hey, maybe you can climb that. Maybe you can hang off of that thing. I figured it out. I am so smart. How do I get up there now? I can navigate this to get to the other side, or I can go down this tube. I'm gonna go down this tube. What's down here? What's in here? Oh, no, hey. Hey. The block that doesn't want to get dinged. I almost got you. Gotcha! Oh, because he was inside running around. That's funny. Yay! One game I didn't connect with back then, but kicked ass when I just tried it again a few years ago, was Tetrasphere for Nintendo 64. Had a really cool techno soundtrack, taste, mood change, I guess. That game's awesome. That bit reminds me of Gex, where you could walk up on walls with a suction cup hands. Yeah. There's little tiny Gex influences in so many games that came after Gex. Because Gex started on the PC, if I'm not mistaken. 3DO and PC were like its home, right? I think. Yeah, Tetrasphere. That game is awesome. I only played that maybe... Oh, God. Shortly before I moved to Boston. So, way after release, obviously, but I haven't played in a long time, but I remember it being a lot of fun. That'd be another one I should revisit. Okay. Let me just see what's going on over here. So, we don't want to go that way. That would be bad. It looks like, yeah, you would die that way. So we're gonna... Oh, that was maybe a rash decision, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. Wait, did I miss anything back there? Just gems. Okay. I only care about my gabagools. Little gabagoolies. Gabagool. Oh, this morning got my gabagool. Okay. Get in there. Get in the fucking door, you idiot. You dummy. You dummy. You big dumb. Oh yeah. I can climb this wall, see? I bet you guys didn't know that I can climb walls. You tried but never got into PC gaming. Bought Oddworld and Blade Runner game. Oh, those games are so good. Looked amazing, but I never had the time to devote to them. Faded away from gaming after that. The Blade Runner game, you can get your hands on it on Good Old Games.com right now for like $10. Just don't get like the remastered, get the original, because the remaster ruins a lot of things. Like they've messed up the audio. It's kind of a bad port. The original version that's on Good Old Games, it's canon. Firstly, it's canon in the universe. There's references to things that happen in that Blade Runner. It's basically an adventure game. Well, a PC style adventure game. For anyone who doesn't know, that game is awesome. It is kind of a point-and-click adventure, storytelling-based decision game, way before those became popular again. And they reference things in that game in Blade Runner 2049, and that makes me so happy. That game is super good. So, and it was all approved by not just by Ridley Scott, but also like the production designer, cinematographer. I mean, they went through many layers to try and get that world right. And in my mind, is Blade Runner being one of like my favorite pieces of fiction ever. The universe, not just the first movie. I think all the stories together. Blade Runner, the game is just so good. I think everybody who's into cyberpunk needs to, if they like Blade Runner, that is, should owes it to themselves at one point in life to play it. Very good. Not to overstate my passion for it or anything, but I think it's really, really good. I've been meaning to do a playthrough of that for a couple years now. I haven't in a long time. And Oddworld is great. Like, Oddworld is such a forgotten masterpiece as well. But it's actually had a little bit of a comeback, the Oddworld franchise. There's a new game that came out not long ago, and then all the old ones like Abe's Exodus and Abe's Odyssey, they all got remasters and got put on Steam. So I think that's very cool. Watch that. Yeah, maybe, you know what, maybe that's what I should do to calm on some of the calmer nights. Maybe I should go through... Oddworld is really hard. It is. Yeah, Angela's right. Oddworld is a hard game. It's a puzzle game, but it's also got funny characters, and I think it helps it. I should go... maybe I should set up a stream to go play Blade Runner. That'd be very fun. Because I've been meaning to play that. So... do like a cyberpunk month or something where I play Blade Runner, and then on a rotating day I play through another game in the genre. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe cyberpunk, who knows? There are so many to choose from. I've been meaning to go through the Deus Ex games again too, which are all deeply influenced by that. They're all just Philip K. Dick, basically. Immersive sims. There's shooting, but that's not really the point. You can choose to do everything without shooting a single person in that franchise, which is super cool. You can stealth through, or use conversational cues, or just treat it like a shooter if you really want to. But that'd be a good complement to Blade Runner. Not a bad idea. I'll have to think about that. Right now, I'm kind of in the mode of finishing off stuff that I've started, And some of that I'm gonna do on stream, and some of it I'm not. But there's a lot of games that I'm in the mode of trying to get finished. Tonight we'll be seeing one of those, in addition to a little crock break. Sometimes something's so exciting to me, there's no way I can wait, and I want to play it, and I scheduled the stream, so I'm going to play what I want to play, but I'll still get to the other game. I can't help it. Oh, what's down here? Did I get stuck? Oh. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no, don't do that to me. I remember the whole time I got into gaming, Messiah. Now, I have a piece of trivia for Messiah that you're not, I'm not sure if the context is going to matter to you a whole lot, but it is incredibly interesting, in my mind. Just how Messiah has a massive, ongoing piece of cultural history, Matt. It is huge. It is part of the biggest game, literally the most streamed game of all time. There's a piece of Messiah in Minecraft. Let me just finish that comment up before I get to that. That just got me excited talking about Messiah. Messiah is awesome. That is a weird-ass game. A game that was coming soon for a long time and never did see it was it any as good as they said. The game is weird, is what I would say it is. It is basically a third-person... third-person action game, sort of, is what I would call it. But you are a cherub. You are that cherub the entire time, but you possess everybody around you. So all the enemy types that you see, you're super vulnerable when you're the cherub, right? So the goal that you have is to possess, like, it takes place in a dystopian future, right? You can possess all different enemy types and gain their powers, but their bodies get destroyed slowly as you're in them. So like you're jumping body to body constantly in the game. So you know the enemies around you become like, oh, when you see a strong enemy, and it's very dangerous, but also can be a benefit because you could jump into their body. It is wild and odd and just so bizarre. Now, Messiah lives on because a sound designer created for that game. There's a lot more to it. The short version is that the sound designer for Messiah created a sound effect for the game, which is the death sound when your character dies at the very end of the game. Not in the beginning. It's at the very end. There's a scene where a couple characters die, and it is the oof sound effect that is now known as the death sound effect in Minecraft, the most highly distributed game of all time. Right now, there's probably thousands of Minecraft streams happening, and hundreds of thousands of servers going. So, just wild that lives on. And there's a whole lawsuit around it, and then they just took it out of the game. So, like, we're not dealing with this bullshit. It ended up in the game because when Minecraft was made, it was made by, like, this very young, like, it was kind of an independently made game, right? A small indie game, more or less. It's kind of simplifying it, but the point was that they bought a CD full of sound effects that said it was royalty free, but it just had sound effects from games that nobody cared about anymore, like Messiah, these really ancient games. Does he get kersplatted or does he get kapowed? Yeah, the game itself, I would say you need some patience to play it. It's one of those games not for everybody, but yeah, that thing was in video game magazines and ads for just years. There was that, and there was that what was it called? Armageddon or something, or Apocalypse, or Red, whatever, with Bruce Willis. One of the very first times that they actually, like, captured the likeness of, there we go, in the stomach. In the belly. That's how you get him, in the belly. Can't jump on him now? I should have. That game was nuts. Nobody had captured a mainstream actor, like cast him, not it's a movie that had Bruce Willis and we made, like Fifth Element or something, made the likeness. Just, we're gonna cast an actor in a video game and give him, it's an original game, and we're gonna have, and Bruce Willis was all about it, interestingly. I think it probably didn't hurt that they gave him a truckload of money, but he even did press tours for it. He went to E3. Pretty insane. Okay, so I gotta wait for him to gloat or do whatever, and then I can get him with my tail. And then I think after, when he's on his back. Yep, here we go. There we go. Yeah, then I get him on the belly. This guy reminds me of how it would look if Donald Trump was boxing. Hey! Hey. Okay, this one's from my mommy. Gotcha, you idiot. Big idiot. Apocalypse, yeah, Activision. Yeah, that's wild, right? That's there's so much video game history made in such a short, like, 5-year window. I would say 3-year window. Like, I think stuff from, like, 95 to, like, 98, 99 was, like, there's just so many firsts and so many legendary stories that I think are so interesting from console gaming. So. Hey, big fluffy stuff. How you doing, Croc? Much well. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be here doing some stuff right now. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, feel free to listen in or whatnot. This is the remaster of Croc, which is done free. I'm sure you've heard about it. I just found out about it literally today. Because I was going to play an emulated version. I was going to emulate the PlayStation. Or maybe even plug mine in. Who knows? It's a lot of hassle for a stream. But yeah, it turns out that somebody made an OpenGL remaster. So this game is so much fun. And I like to use it as a break from more serious titles. So amazing game choice. Yeah, thank you. I think a lot of people are happy with Croc today. What can I say? I'm a crowd pleaser. Even though I literally picked it because I just really wanted to play it. It's very nostalgic for me. It reminds me of very comfortable times in a good way, and it is still fun. So, you know, what more can one ask for in life, right? Wing. I just love the music. I could listen to Croc music literally all day. Oh no! 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 Dun 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 dun. Action Croc. Action Croc wearing Crocs. Croc needs Crocs. Croc. Croc meets Croc on Croc action. All I can say is I hope they never make another Croc game, because if they make it today, it's going to be chock full of microtransactions, and maybe it'll be a mobile game or something, you know? It's the kind of game that does not, I don't think it would do as well as it should if there were a new one released, because the company investing in it, I don't think I have a lot of faith in that. So long live fan projects. Long live Croc and Croc 2. Really pumped about the Croc 2 remaster whenever that gets done. Labors of Love. We like those. Although, you know what? It's a little cynical of me because the RoboCop game turned out to be awesome, and that's a licensed game. It just depends on the studio. Independent studio, though. Crocolypse. A Crocolypse. A Crocolypse. That's it. Bruce Willis plays Croc. Bruce Willis is Croc. Triple A time, huh? that fucking Die Hard trilogy game on the PlayStation where the guy doing the Bruce Willis voice is just atrocious. I love it so much. And like Samuel L. Jackson too. It's just offensively great. I love it. Mission Incrockable. Matt says, coincidentally, that was kind of my period, 95 to 97, playing games by day, watching MST through K by night. Fuck yeah, now you're talking. Somehow got music done here and there. It's very nocturnal. That, I try to stay away from being too nostalgic, because I think it can be very toxic for the soul. But I think that 95 to like 99 are like probably just everything in that time frame. I'm obsessed with it. Like I think You could get me any game from that era, and I'd love it. You could get me a magazine from that era. Hell, have me watch a TV show from that era. Even if it's bad, I'm just gonna love it. I have so many good memories of that exact era. So that's when I started really remembering my life too. Like '95 is when I started taking martial arts. That's when Mortal Kombat the movie came out, and I can remember literally everything from those years. People say, "Oh, what year did that?" I think that game came out around then, or that movie. I'm like, I could probably just tell you, especially in those like that 5-year span. But, yeah, big fan. Anyway, nerding out about an era. You know what? Yeah, 95 was a good year. Oh my god, I always do that. I think one defining characteristic of media from that time is it was the last time we experienced things before the internet 100%. I think that's so much of it. And I was on the internet early, but it wasn't the internet that we have now. You know, it was just different. I've tried to describe to people what the internet was like before it was the internet. And I don't think that you can really do it justice if you've been on what the internet is now. It's just hard to explain, honestly. You can explain it, but it doesn't mean you know what that would necessarily like feel like, you know. That would, to get information, yeah, it's at the tip of our fingers. I just have to go to a Yahoo forum and ask a bunch of people and hope that someone has an answer, or they have a book they can look it up for and post it for me in the comments. You know, web forums, like people talk about Reddit, like it's, you know, there were before Reddit, there was a whole world of forums that I think they were so specialized and had a lot more value because. The thing there is, I think there's this level of friendliness, for the most part, not always, but for the vast majority of the time, communities were so specialized. You didn't have the toxic 4chan, Reddit poster kind of thing going on with people. Oh my god. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Yes, thank you. So, I think people just cared more because it was such a niche thing. You didn't have a lot of people just wasting time on the internet. People are wasting time by watching TV back then, honestly. That's what I'm mostly doing. So, yeah, I think it made the media different. It made everything feel more special because you have to buy a magazine to find out what games were coming out or what movies. Like, was it Cineescape magazine? Cineescape? I had a subscription of that for so many years. I mean, when I was too young to be getting that magazine, I was getting it. Like, I had a subscription to Cineescape, which is a genre movie, like, you know, covering like science fiction, horror, and stuff. I'm like 92. I was like 9 years old when I got a subscription to that magazine. Teddy Bagel says, "Gonna BRB again. Gonna get ready for bed." Okay, fair enough. I'll allow it. You may leave. You may get ready for bed, I guess. Okay, I guess. I think that's the thing that I think you really kind of hit it. It's the pre-internet thing, but it's also, yeah, like this, like, to care about something took real effort. You know, you could passively know about something, but not very much. If you wanted to know a lot about something or really were, like, a real big fan of something or really like something, be it music or video games or just, you know, certain science fiction authors, you had to really put in a lot of work for that. So I think the communities were a lot more tight-knit, and there's less gatekeeping, ironically, at that time, because anybody who actually knew a lot of stuff, it felt like they were gatekeeping, but there weren't many people that knew a whole lot of that stuff. Gatekeeping came a little bit later. When the internet got big, gatekeeping got big. I'm talking like pre-gatekeeping. When it was exciting when you met somebody who was into the same thing, you always wanted that. Web forums early on, I mean, my earliest experiences in like 95, 96, 97, 98, were all about just being excited to find people that liked the same things that I did. Like, I'm a big Heinlein fan at that time, you know? And so finding people that liked Robert Heinlein the same way that I liked Robert Heinlein, and then finding people that are like huge Philip K. Dick fans after I read my first Philip K. Dick stories. At the time, it felt like an impossible endeavor to find that stuff. So it wasn't like, you're not cool enough, I know more than you. It was just like, oh my god, I found another one. A little different. It wasn't on until 98, but it was all AOL chat rooms, game rooms, and message boards. Yeah, that's exactly what it was back in the day. I started on the BBS era. I started in a very, very ugly time for the internet. When you saw the dial-in, obviously that was all dial-in too, AOL things, but I think it was even centered to Google something. It wasn't. There was, I don't know if anybody here remembers Dogpile. That was the best search engines that you had. All were compiled in one place called Dogpile. It was search all the search engines out there, and they all were shitty in different ways and had their own benefits. There was no Google yet. Or if there was, it was so baseline that it was just a part of Dogpile. Everybody used Dogpile. Lycos and Ask Jeeves were coming up. You used to ask obscene things to Ask Jeeves all the time. Hey Jeeves, how much for a blowy? Ridiculous back then, though. You mean, spend all day and you get like one naked person. You can get one naked lady downloaded after hours of searching the internet. So I don't know how nice they have it now. I remember there was a thing called Marvel Desktop, or Marvel Print Shop Press or something. Marvel Messenger Print Shop Press. It's one of those names. Every week on Tuesday, the day before New Comic Day, your Epson printer or HP printer, you had to select which one, the name of these main brands, would automatically print out photos of oh, here's a promo poster, here's what, oh man, they used so much ink doing this. Every week it was like 10 pages, a little guide that would print out. Here's some images, here's some news, here's a list of the new releases. Oh man, I got in so much trouble just constantly sucking up all the ink doing that. Because knowing about comics at the time, like that was such a good way to like even know, because where I was, there's one little tiny comic store that barely had anything. So that was one of the main uses of the internet for me at that time. I was learning more about comics and science fiction and stuff. But I remember just these weird ways that they were trying to that companies are trying to interact with, using them to market their, their stories and market the wares. Let me see your wares. Oh, there's one up here. Oh god, I need to go get that couple. I became known in the AOL movie chat rooms, and then in 1999, with nothing but time on my hands, I became addicted to Star Wars chats, especially Phantom Menace ones. The first experience of trolls there. Oh yeah. 99 was a hell of a year for, I think, just like movie chats in general, though. I mean, it was a good year for cinema. Transformative year in a lot of ways, but okay, I'm gonna save you, buddy. How am I gonna get you? How do I get this guy? I have to come back for him. I don't think this is the way. This is not the way. Oh, there's a button. I need to get into there. Hit the button. Yeah, I was an AOL guy. I was a Yahoo Groups and Yahoo Chats guy. I was in that all the time, an obscene amount of my time spent on Yahoo. In Yahoo Groups specifically, I liked them way better than just a regular chat. They had a chat room specialized in each group, so I'm like, I'll just find a group and then I'll just chat with the group. So I did it. That was the heyday of Dorian's outgoing message on the New England Comics hotline, reading all the week's new arrivals. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, rue the day. That's a business that hasn't changed very much, you know. Talking about things that have changed, that hasn't changed a lot. Ah, damn it. Damn me. Okay. All right. We have a little bit more time before I'm switching to Resident Evil. Little more time. Can I get there? Okay, so to get that gobble, I need to donk that. I need to donk on that button. Oh, another gobble. Hey, hey, buddy. So I have to dunk on the button, and there's a key for that in the other side. Okay. Easy peasy. I got this. Hey. They're spiky. Stop doing that. You start off sliding in the level. That's not fair. You just run right up and you're just sliding. Oh my god. I am just terrible today. I don't do well with slippery surfaces. Okay. Turn. Okay. Oh. God, this is the kind of platforming I just fucking hate. I'm not going that way. That's elective, right? I don't have to go that way, right? I don't have to. I will. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna skip those secrets though. I'm just gonna go. Can I make that jump? I don't know. I don't think I can make that jump. I think I have to go this way. Oh, this is unfair. This is like in real. If this is me in real life, I'm just like, well, I'm dead now. That's it. I'm done. It's been a nice life. I've just no. It's like me in a saw trap. I'm just like, no. I'm all set, guys. I'm not doing this shit. Capo. Oh. Nope. Okay. Woo. Woo. Up. Yep. 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 Man, I have to say, I've not read a new comic book in like it's going on a year. I actually, so when Harvard closed, I was gonna try and keep up with everything and just read a few select titles, and I don't know. I think I just needed a break from all that. There's stuff I'm excited about. There's even a few things that I picked up, but I have not read anything. That was December when Harvard closed. I have not read a single new comic book since then, other than like a few. There's a Godzilla title I was reading, and a couple of random Blade issues. Other than that, there's stuff that I have that I've gotten digitally, because I have so many. I mean, I have 11,000 single issues. Just I like quadrupled my even opportunity to buy comics working there. It's very bad for trying to downsize. But then all my trades and all that stuff too. But I'm like, well, you know, I'm not gonna. Maybe I won't pick up. Maybe I'll just buy digital. And instead of, I bought some digital things. I've read a few, but I just kind of stopped reading for a while. Just needed a break, I guess. I felt like I don't want to take out on the comic books some of the sensations that went along with reading some of the titles. So I'm like, I think a little healthy break. Sometimes it's just time for a break. So we're on a break right now. I said 1 year. I initially said 6 months. I'll go back to reading when I decided like I'm not reading anything for a while. now I think a healthy year. So I'd like to in January get back to reading. There's stuff I want to read very badly. So, oh, god damn it! After all that. Lost the plot. Either keep up on events through Twitter, pick up graphic novel collections here and there. I did go by Norwood recently, but they were closed. You know, of course, naturally. That business is run, so they're not really doing much to help the comic industry. Which, I mean, hey, you don't have to. They can just help their own business. It's not like they're... But they are, you know, a rising tide raises all ships, right? There's a lot of things that I think would be done differently. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into rants here. But... I have a few pieces of commentary I think were very that only people very close to me are probably going to get the full story on in terms of, because I don't like to be negative. And I really genuinely, absolutely, really did love that Harvard store in a lot of ways. So the only way they could get rid of me and make it, which was a good thing. It was good for me to move on. But the only way to get rid of me would have been to close, which is what happened. So I think it all worked out. So definitely the end of an era when that closed up. For me. But I saved the fucking tick clock. That's mine. I'm gonna say it on stream. I took that shit off the wall. That's mine now. That's my little piece of New England comics history. That's mine, baby. That's what I call taxes for them never contacting me after, you know, to pick up shifts or even just to see what I wanted to do after that store closed, and then called me to get me to work a shift for Anime Boston. One of the few cons I still like going to, and going to without having to work it. I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to work fucking Anime Boston. You guys left me hanging for 5 months. I'm all set. I don't need the money. I wasn't working at that job for money. That's for sure. Dang sure. You don't work at a comic book shop for money. So you better like the shop. You know what I mean? You went to see Hannah just before they closed and took some stuff too. Hell yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah. Good. I took that. And a couple of like things. So I'm like, I think the business probably isn't going to be around a whole lot longer. If you were like maybe another couple years, maybe 10 years even. But I got like just weird little keepsakes. Like, oh, here's one of the weird New England Comics deposit bags, or you know, just like weird shit that's not going to take up a lot of space. But I can. It's like, yeah, that's where a place I used to work. A comic store that no longer exists. Sometime in the future, that will be the way of all things. Did they ever contact you again? And Tiny Bagel says, no, they never contacted me again. I never heard anything from leadership there again. I do feel bad. At one point, Alan and Malden actually contacted me, but it was in a time where I was very, 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 very busy. There was a lot going on, and I feel bad. I should message him. But he asked if I wanted to stop in, if I wanted to keep any of the books in my sub or not. And I feel like I can ask him. Alan's a super good dude. I like Alan a lot. Real stand-up guy. And, one of my favorite people that I met working there, so definitely should. He and I could talk about old science fiction movies for like, if no one interrupted us, it would probably be like 2 or 3 straight days. Just no break. But no, Alan was the only person who ever contacted me again, other than when Tom contacted me to asking me to please work Anime Boston after 5 months of not contacting me. So no. Which, by the way, it sounds like I'm bitter. I'm not. I just think it's very funny. Again, it wasn't like I was desperate for money or anything. Just odd. Just an odd way to run a business. So I learned a lot about business there. That's for sure. I think I may have actually used this before, described my time at working at that comic store before, this way, and I will just do it again. If not, for anyone who hasn't heard, it is working at that comic store was like being in a bad relationship where the sex is really good. Like, it's really bad. It's bad for you. You know that. But like, there's some benefits, and you know, you kind of feel guilty for liking the benefits of it. You know. It's not always in your best interest, but you know, you're not innocent in that either. You're like, you're very aware. And you know, but in the long run, you know what you learn is that at the end of the day, all they're gonna do is fuck you. So. Hey, get out of here! Don't you fucking dare! You little butthead! I'll boof you. Boof you on the noggin. Okay, now I find out there could have been sex. Hey, come on, man. You know there's nothing more desirable in the world than somebody who knows a lot about comic books. Nerd Crew. It is the #1 most breedable profession. Comic book seller. Not even owner. Just, you know, seller, you know, clerk. Ah, shit. Shit on me. This one's giving me some trouble, guys. I hate ice levels, though. It's the slippy slidiness. Don't you fucking throw things at me, dickhead. All you had to do was walk away. Now it's too late for that. I had to boof ya. Okay. I'm gonna complete that thought. Let's say, breedable. Yeah. Danny Bagel says breedable. Yeah. Let's go through. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna think of my top 3. Y'all can share them if your top 3 if you want. Most breedable professions. Okay. I'm gonna say, obviously one of them is comic book salesperson. I'm gonna say salesperson. You don't have to be high up or a manager. Just someone who sells comic books. That's probably the #3 most breedable type of profession out there. I'm gonna say for #2 would be. Ooh, it's definitely something in the sciences for sure. Man, what's the most breedable science? I want to say probably statistician is the second most breedable, right? I think we can agree on that. Statistician. Got to be able to work the numbers, right? You know, work them numbers, as they're saying, you know. So that's up there. And, botany. You think botany? Yeah, I think botanist is up there. That's a good one. I think this is there's no wrong answer here necessarily. I mean, there are some wrong answers. I'll tell you if it's wrong. But botanist is pretty good. That's definitely in the running. I'm thinking top 3. I'm gonna say statistician for mine. That's my number 2. Let's see. And then I think number 3 would be optometrist. I think that's a very breedable role, job, profession. Optometrist. They look, gaze in your eyes and satisfaction station. However that comes off. Oh my god, I'm getting sweaty palms here. It's the ice. The ice is making me sweat. Or maybe it's just me thinking about statistician. getting sweaty, guys. I'm getting sweaty. Croc has to cover his ears for this conversation. Yeah, that's it, guys. Top 3 breedable, most breedable jobs. So, if anyone out there is single and wondering how could you get more play, those are the 3 jobs you should be trying to get in. You know, look for a position in that. If you have to lie on your resume, go for it. No one really checks that anymore, right? You know, no one checks references. I think it's illegal or something. That's what I heard. Gaze in your eyes. Yeah, no, the puns are coming. All the puns are coming. Angela, you're no better than Matt. It's a pun chat tonight. Palm sweat researcher is the most breedable profession. Yeah, man, that's yeah, that's up there. That would work for me. Whee! Okay, I'm gonna go backwards. Okay, slide, slide. Palm sweaty, mom spaghetti. Uh-huh. What about maybe a runner-up? I would say people who are, you know, those Firewatch towers in the middle of nowhere where people have to stay up in that Firewatch tower for like a long-ass time, like just looking out for fires, and then they go, and I guess there's like tasks that they do where they go and like chop down certain trees that are fire risks and all that stuff, but they stay up and they have like their shifts are like 3 months at a time. I think that might be, that's also very breedable, that position. You're just alone for like months on end. I think that's pretty good. It's hot. I'd hit it. Hey man, Firewatch is an underrated game. It is. You know how lonely that guy was? All I'm saying. Only thing worse than ice levels is ice and wind levels. I agree. Absolutely. It doesn't... I hate... okay. Part of me wants to say just... fuck this and just go for the... This is the exit. There's probably a gobbo in one of those, though. I don't know. Should I risk it all? Risk it for a gobbo. A gobbo! I saved the gobbo. It was worth it. Okay. May as well do this too, why not? Alright. Alright. Whew. Sweaty palms. There we go. Whew. My God. Whew. I wish I was a gobbo. Small, fuzzy, carefree. Tiny, tiny brains. Literally slick. Alright, I'm going to give this one... I'm going to try and play until I die, and then I'm going to switch games. To do what the other half of the world needs. We're at the 2-hour mark now. Yaboo! Yaboo! Not gonna lie though, this is very, very fun. I'm not sure if I can continue on stream, but this is gonna be a go-to for a while. I'm excited. I'm so glad this exists. It's so easy. It installed and plays like so fast and so easy. No problems at all. Setup was a breeze. Huge fan. Small, very small brain. Yeah, they have small brains but big hearts. You know. That's the gobbo way. Gobbo gobbo way. Uh-oh. Where do I go? Oh, is there something else I should be climbing here? Let me look around. Gobbo gobbo. Or did I just fuck myself by coming in here? Or is this safe? This doesn't look safe. Doesn't look safe at all. You bow. Go. Oh, wait, what? Well, it makes sense that water shouldn't hurt him. He's a crocodile. Oh my god, yes. That's right. Okay. He's a croc. Look at this little crocodile be crocodiling. This is his natural environment. Yeah, key. These fucking tank controls still. Give me the key. Right in front of me. Okay, not take the key. There it is. There we go. He's in his element, everybody. Go up. I love the music in this game. Go down. I don't want to go backwards. This is funny. I know, look at him. Well, just when you think it can't get weird enough. Here we go. We got more. Oh no! You got killed in the water. Oh no, did I? That's bullshit. I know I said stop, but I'm gonna give that one more try. Get him in the water. I want that key. Oh, I see. Okay. Is that key for here? I think so. Hey. Hey, give me the key. Give me the key. It's hard to get. You gotta line just right. Come on, get the key. He's just a little guy. He's having a hard time swimming. Croc, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. What is the hitbox on this thing? It's hard to explain how the controls work. It's like you have to, you know, they're classic tank controls. It's so weird. I love tank controls, but for Croc, it's just throwing me off. But come on. Take it. You're on the key. There you go. Thank you. Jiminy Christmas, buddy. I love you, Croc, but you got problems. Okay, I'm back. Uh-oh, there's a gobbo in there. A gabagool. Gabagool. Okay. Hi. Yep. Nice. I don't know if I want to go that way. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yazoo. Yes, sir. Oh no! I fell in the snow. Okay. We got this. We got this. I want that. I want these. I should go this way. Or, oh my god, dude. What the... That edge is just a little further away than it looks. It's like at the edge of my reach to jump. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. No. That's it. I'm done. I saved, so I'm good. No, I got the bad ending. I like how games used to guilt you into sticking around. It's always the funniest thing to me. Okay, we're gonna switch. We are at this is the midpoint. I'm gonna switch games, and in doing that, I'm gonna set this up first real quick. Get the other one loading. Shut this down. Exit. I highly recommend anybody who thinks this game looks fun to go get it for free on myabandonware.com. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna start loading up. So I'm gonna be finishing. I might even be more than two more hours. I am going to go ahead and finish the DLC for Resident Evil 4, The Separate Ways. So I'm gonna just get this loading, and then I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break. I'm just gonna stand up, get some more coffee, all that kind of stuff, and gonna continue on for the night. And let's see, read, check out chat. It was cool, thanks. Hey, anytime, Matt. My pleasure. Always easy. And Tiny Pickle signing off. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And yeah, have a good night. And I will talk to you very soon. So, and Mikey for Croc, we're using controller or keyboard. So I was using a controller. Any controller you have that you can plug in a USB will work. I like using the Xbox controller because it's super compatible with PC and you got a nice heft to it. Although I still think the PlayStation makes a better controller overall. I've really gotten used to for PC gaming using this. You can use old controllers, any USB controller. The very specific this specific version of Croc is compatible with all sorts of different controllers, anything you can imagine. He put compatibility in. That's part of his remaster, was making it compatible with basically everything. So yeah, I highly recommend. Okay, so that is part 1 of our night down. I'm going to take a short break, and then we're going to be back in about 5 minutes with part 2, which is going to be me finishing Resident Evil Separate Ways. I think I have about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe of gameplay on there, and I'm going to try and finish it tonight. So let me just get that started up. And then, yeah, I'll be back in about 5. So if you're sticking around, thank you so much. If not, thank you for coming for the Croc portion of the evening, and I will be back in just a few. And I didn't make a custom P screen tonight, so I'm going to go right back to the starting soon screen. And I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay. We're back. Let me get the game capture window up. Song's gonna haunt my dreams. Yeah, all croc music will do that. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Okay. Oh, that looks good. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Where was I? I have not played this since, like, literally the day after it came out. Let's see. I'm in Chapter 3. Croc of Ages. Down to my soul. So whoever's still with me, thanks for hanging out tonight. I know my streams have been very impromptu recently, but I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up streaming Wednesday nights moving forward. We're going to see about that. I'd like to get back to doing a news show as well, but I just know when that's going to happen. So, just being honest, just tempering expectations. But it will be at least once a week as a game stream, and then I'm gonna put more of my time, honestly, my focus into other like YouTube videos, basically, other projects. So stream is gonna be a little fun part of the week for me, but really a lot of my focus is gonna be going towards making longer form content and shorter form content, actually. So. Such is the goal. Oh boy. Uh-oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna need to warm up a bit here. Whew.
Sorry, Luis. It might be a while.
Hey, just don't do that. Okay. Uh-huh. No. Goodbye. Okay. Reload ski. Reload ski. Yeah, but I have to ask Matt, what have you been up to? I feel like I haven't seen you online a whole lot. Maybe you haven't. I haven't really not been on social media a whole lot up until I have to get back on for many reasons. But I've been kind of away from the social media world for a little while. I've been very busy with the new job, which is not exactly the best thing in the world, but it's going. But it's the 1-year anniversary celebration of the time your Mike Myers mess attacked you guys on my camera. Oh yeah, that's right. that's a moment for the ages right there. That's a history book moment. So silly. That's the kind of thing you can't plan. Melee. Milady. Stay down. Lady. Lady. Playing very cautiously here. Let's see. Clear. Up. My machine gunner. It is. This is where you fall down. Reload. Uh-oh. Not for long. Oh my god. He takes a lot of damage. Emotional damage.
Finally.
Yeah, Jesus. You're making me a little worried there. Back to pistol. Hey boy, Glyven, hey boy. Hey! Anything else I can use here? Let's see. Don't do Facebook much anymore. I'm on X, Twitter, Zitter all the time. See a lot of movies and blab about them on Letterboxd. I'm finishing up co-producing a ska rap album for a friend. Oh, that's awesome. I love ska. Ska rap is interesting. I've heard a few bands in that realm. Other than like MC Lars and such, but Word Burglar includes a remix of mine on his most recent EP release, so that was fun. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. I need to give my Letterboxd more attention. I was really about it when I first got on there, and just fell away. That is the better social media, isn't it? It is like the best social media. It's just Letterboxd. That's where I need to spend my time. God. Oh. Let's do this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Besides that, working on turning the facial hair white. Well, that's, you know what? Sometimes you go for the attainable goals, you know what I mean? Start there. And work your way backwards. I find that it helps me to be very productive if I pick something I know I can do. Start there. There we go. Now we're talking. God, the combat's just nuts. I did get in right in mid-chapter, though, to be fair. I left it off in a place where I was ready for a big fight, apparently. A month and a half later, come back, not ready for a fight. Ska rap album. That sounds interesting. I'd definitely like to give that a listen. I'm curious. Do 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 do. Nee 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 nee. Okay. Give me that knife. Give me the knife. Do do do. Yeah, I haven't used my Letterboxd, I think, since last year in October or November. Oof. Man. That's not good. The last job I had really, I hated it so much, so I got a new position. And every job change always comes with the same thing, you know. It just, all the readjustment period is just long and taxing and takes a lot of time. So that's been the hurdle for me to get back into doing those things.
Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. What do we got going on? Pipes. Pipe! Let me in. I don't have a key. I don't have that. Do. This is such an interesting, weird time for movies, I feel like. I don't think we knew how good we had it like 10 years ago. There's some really great smaller films out there right now, but some of the stuff in the theater, it's just crazy that The Killer got released, like the tiniest theatrical release, and then just gets dumped on streaming, which, I mean, I know streaming is a new way of things, but if they would have promoted that movie, my lord, we don't get like movies like that promoted for the theater anymore. It's just kind of insane. Same with Killers of Flower Moon, and like that is a great movie, and I'm glad I saw it in the theater, but I was surprised that movie even got promoted at all. It's not a big action set piece. You found a box of old movie tickets from 94 to 2009, went and logged all those screen dates into my letterbox, and I have that diary of when I saw one. That is a great idea. I have a whole gigantic shoebox full, and I save them all. I'm like, I'm going to put in an album someday. I really think that is a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think to do that. I have like all the way going back to like the Hackers, one of the first movies I saw alone in the theater. I got Babe in there, Mortal Kombat, all the way until things got completely digital. Honestly, I have every movie stub.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
That's a very good idea.
Stop wasting my time, Ada. Find Lewis. Fetch me
A
the
digital
hammer.
diary. I like it.
I should probably thank you for this room.
And then it'll remind me which movies I have to refresh my memory on to see if I still like them.
Back me up.
I'm not here to babysit you. See that you remain an asset, not a liability. I have absolutely no use for your incompetence.
Easy with
Okay,
the threats,
jerk.
Wesker.
Just get it done.
How to Blow Up a Pipeline is my favorite film of the year. I'm not sure which part of that is the sarcastic part. I'm assuming the title, not the sentiment.
You're okay. I've been waiting. You stopped coming, right?
Yes, just had some business.
I don't know
to
that I
attend
can
to.
really put a finger on my favorite
on
movie of the
my way
year
now.
at this point.
Got it.
I have to really think about that one. Some years it's so easy. Killers of Flower Moon will play better on streaming. Scorsese made it, and more importantly, edited it knowing it would end up on Apple TV Plus. You're 100% right on that. I think that's true. I think it's nice to see a movie that is just not like a giant action set piece on that is just kind of a well-made movie on the big screen, though, or requiring a spectacle like Oppenheimer. You know, not that that's a bad movie. It just, we gotta make it big. It's gotta be seen on the screen. This is what it's for. This is, you know, like that mentality. You know, I don't know. No, serious about How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Highly recommend. No sarcasm. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, that's a good recommendation then. I'm not always positive. Movie of the year. Interesting. I feel like there's more movies I need to see this year before I kind of even really judge that. Everybody's so into movies that drop on streaming. I just can't keep up with all the things that are streaming only in places. I think it's really hard to. I mean, I run a Plex server. I watch all my. I'm done with streaming. I'm over it. Unless I happen to have my. It happens to be on like Prime, because I have Amazon Prime. If it happens to be on Prime streaming, I canceled everything else. I'm done. I download everything and add it to my Plex. I'll say it right here. There are other ways than paying for a million services to get high quality movies. I set up my own server. It is my own personal Netflix. It has whatever I want on it. And I'm way happier.
This could use some cleaning.
Way happier. Man, I was sitting there watching all the RoboCop movies the other day, all in one place, including the TV series and all that stuff, just for the heck of it. Good luck trying to find all that in one place right now. It's insane. It's not the way it was supposed to be. No. You go here. And you... There we go. It's like seriously recommending you play a Stanley Parable game. Best to play without knowing anything going in. The more you love gaming, the more you'll get out of it. Yeah, that is absolutely on my list too. I bought it actually with the intention of playing it, not just because of that recommendation, but that did push me over the edge. I've been meaning to play it for a long time. Long time. From what I don't know a whole lot, and I'm intentionally not knowing a whole lot about it. I know a couple of things, and I try to nothing that will ruin me on it. I'm not sure if that's a good game to stream necessarily, but it is one I'm looking forward to playing. So I kind of I section everything I do kind of into two things, like should I stream it casually or seriously, or not, and because I also play a lot for recreation. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the Blade Runner idea though. I think that might be good because I like to make sure like the stuff I stream, I don't want it to be my first experience unless it's something like just like kind of an action game or something where it's not that super serious, or I'll play again. This being a great example. This is my first playthrough, but I don't need to, it's DLC for a game that I know front to back very perfectly. So, but since I played Blade Runner before, I think it'd be fun to play on stream. So I'm not just sitting there staring at the screen going, I don't know. I'm not sure. Which is exactly the way I speak to myself. You're still mostly a strictly physical media guy. Have almost 1,000 Criterion. Don't tell anyone it's a problem. I love that though. I was looking recently, like Criterion, like is one of the like. There are a few companies that are putting out incredible physical media, and I always have. Like I feel like it's so late for me to start collecting Criterion. I only have a few in my collection. I have a huge physical media collection. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it online, so you know, huge. But I don't have much Criterion. But like Shout Factory and Scream Factory, Vinegar Syndrome, Criterion, those companies are putting out just incredible editions of movies that you can only see in that way on the physical media. So, in my mind, physical media will never go away. For the collector, it's going to go up in price a lot, though. It's going to get more and more expensive to do the thing that you and I like to do, which is to actually own a thing and to have special features that you can access and the best transfer that you can think of, that you can find currently, or you know, those types of things to me are like the reason I'm interested in still collecting. But in terms of just watch a movie, my own Plex server is the way to go. And I encode everything. I'm in the process of taking all of my DVD and Blu-ray collection and putting it on the Plex as well. There are things that don't exist anywhere.
Just my luck.
And VHS collection too, like getting my VHS collection encoded digitally and put on my Plex. So I don't have to worry about if the tape breaks, or which you know is a problem increasingly. But like old VHS that doesn't have any other life. Maybe no DVD was ever put out and it's not on streaming anywhere, but I've got a VHS copy of something. I've been digitizing a lot. The Red Letter Media guys, Stanley Parable, yeah. Correct. It's interesting. I haven't watched their gaming stuff in a long time. Is it Rich? It's Rich and somebody that does the gaming stuff, right? Rich Evans. I love Rich Evans. He is a national treasure. I still get the most kicks out of their like Wheel of the Worst, Best of the Worst stuff. They just did another Junka with Macaulay Culkin. I think it was last week or week before. Man, I watched those episodes several times. I love bad VHS. It just the love that they have for bad media is just I identify with it a lot. Yeah, Red Letter Media is fantastic. Awaken our great child. Awaken our child. Our child needs to be woken up. He's a big baby. I ain't waking no child.
I've got some new items in stock. Come take a look.
Okay, Mr. Weird Man, I'll be right there. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm coming. Let me take a look at your junk.
I can feel it. You're the type that gets things done.
Stranger. First, let me check my inventory. What do I got? What can I do here? What can I craft, eh? Craft me some machine gun ammo. Yeah, let's do that. Craft me some shotties. No, I can't do shotties. Some handguns. There we go. Okay. And that's all I can really do. Okay.
Welcome. Still have some new items.
Rich and
you
Jack
might
did
be
previously recorded, but
interested in.
call it quits in 20. Oh, they did. Rich and Jack did previously recorded, but call it quits. That's. I was wondering. I feel like I hadn't heard anything about Rich doing gaming stuff in a while, but I've seen weird clips in like best of compilations a long time ago. So. 2018 now. They quit right years before the pandemic. They would have had a lot more audience then, but that's great. Anything that Rich Evans chooses to do, I support fully. I love the guy. He is Wisconsin through and through, I'll tell you that. From experience.
What's that? How have we procured these curiosities?
Oh, shit.
You don't want to know, mate.
Increases drop rate. I'm gonna look at some buffs here. What do I want? A bangle. Can I sell? Can I sell some shit? Yeah.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make.
I wonder.
Anything else
Let me
next
go
time?
here. I rewatch Red Letter Media stuff all the time. It's not just similar age, sense of humor. It's also, they really craft the show, not multiple cameras, with multiple cameras and editing, not just a guy yelling. Like, thank you, exactly. You know what's amazing? I just want to say this. Can I just give some praise? Red Letter Media is firstly just, I mean, they're the GOAT. They're still the best on YouTube, I think, in so many ways, talking about media. And they've evolved. Their opinions have gotten more mature. I love Mike's opinions changing to, like, enjoying schlock more now that he's older. I identify with that as well. But can I just say, it's incredible. They don't do sponsor. There's never a sponsored video. Like the integrity that they have been able to maintain by just doing their job better, a little better than everyone else. They never need to have a sponsor. And I don't criticize people for taking sponsorships. Hell, I'd take a sponsorship, you know, if it was right, you know, right time, right place. But they've never needed to. That is. If anyone wants to sit there, if anyone wants to criticize in any way, shape, or form Red Letter Media for anything, that can't be for their production quality and the quality that they demand of themselves to the point where they don't have to take sponsorships from anywhere. They're making enough money from ad rev. They're not selling out. I don't really believe in the concept of selling out, but for them, you know, they're not changing. I think selling out means changing your ideals, not about money or sponsorships. I think it's more... it's more abstract than that. It's very specific to
Welcome.
each
I've got
individual.
something new.
And I think they have maintained the ability to not sell out. And I just love that. I have so much admiration for those guys. So, yeah, right there with you on it. Just a good couple of guys. Let me put this in here. Now what's it worth? 14,000. Now what's it worth? I would put this in here. Okay. Remove. Yes. Put this in here. 15,000. Okay. Take it out. Now if I put this one in here, what's it worth? 18,000. Okay.
Two for you, mate. Next time, then. Welcome, stranger.
Sell. I'm gonna sell some stuff. What are you selling? I'm gonna sell this.
I'll buy almost anything.
Oh, oof. Speaking my language. Alright, let's sell those.
A deal well struck.
Best of the worst with Jack Wade was gold. Hell yeah.
Ruby's all rubbish. She makes no difference.
Their secret is knowing just how seriously to take themselves and how much to poke fun at themselves, and that they're filmmaker editors, so it always fun to watch. Exactly, I agree. I love the fact that they all rotate positions a lot too. Like, it's come up a lot if you've been watching a long time. You see, like, they kind of, like, sometimes they'll even on screen kind of mention who's the one editing this, and I just love that so much. I love that they're all this. It's the real passion. To me, I admire. God, yeah, they're legends. I think they know themselves so well. I think that's a real. There's a lot of power in making art out of reviewing and talking about things when you know yourself that well. It's not always art. Sometimes it's just throwaway media. It's disposable. It's garbage. But you say you can rewatch it. I love that idea. I rewatch when I'm really stressed out, or I'm having a really rough time, or I'm tasking and I just can't focus. I'll throw on the Plinkett Star Trek, not Star Wars, Star Trek reviews, reviewing all the next gen movies, and I'll just listen to that, and it's so soothing, and I think it's just timeless content. I think it's just immaculate. It's so good. Gigantic fan. So yeah, I feel you. 100%. Let's see. What do I want to upgrade here? I want to upgrade something. How about?
Time is money, mate. We're
I
starting
know.
to get an idea of your tastes, friend.
Friend stranger. Let's give you some power. Okay, that should be enough for now. And maybe.
Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose.
Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah.
Well, then, hope to see you again soon, stranger.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get the heckin' dog out here. You varmint. They watched the first 2 seasons of Picard, so you didn't have to. Yeah, exactly. But when they loved season 3, I got that on Blu-ray and I loved it too. Yeah, 100% the same, by the way. I actually downloaded. I wasn't watching on the network. I didn't pay for it, but I downloaded seasons 1 and 2 just to kind of have a reference point after watching the reviews, and I put it on as background to kind of see if certain scenes or things that they were complaining about were things that I had a problem with. And yeah, I definitely did for the most part. But season 3, but then because I had that reference, I could enjoy the 3rd season as well. It finally becomes a show that it should have been the whole time, basically, at the very end. So, but we forget a lot of times that Trek takes a little while. I didn't think that would take that first season's abysmal. I really loathe it, and I've been saying that for a long time. And there's people that defend it so adamantly, and I just, I'm glad people like it, but to me it's like you're missing the entire point of Trek when you like that first season of Picard. I don't think I'm being exaggeratory there. Oh no. I knew that was going to happen. Oh. Yeah, there's... Oh, God. I met another Janeway fan recently at a wedding. I went to a wedding a few weeks ago. And I met someone who's a huge Janeway fan. And, like, I love the fact that, like, by meeting someone who's a Captain Janeway fan, like, it's my favorite Captain. Not even saying it's the best show, but I really love Voyager, and I think Janeway has so many interesting aspects to her as a captain. She's unique. Instantly when you meet someone else who loves her as a captain and loves Voyager, that they're really like in the lore. That they're in like that transitionary point from Next Gen to Deep Space Nine, and like that kind of world. Where it's just Star Trek enough, but it's a little bit more exciting, but it's still staying true to the kind of Roddenberry side of things. I think the further you stray and get in like your dark and gritty Trek, the more I just can't understand. And most first or second seasons of Trek is not amazing. There is an exception. I really do think like there's some problems in season 1 of Deep Space Nine, but I think it really gets it right out the gate. I also really like most of season 1 of Voyager, but generally speaking, it takes a while. Yeah, first season, Next Generation is 100% a perfect example of that. Like I enjoy it. In hindsight, I also enjoy it for nostalgia, but it's not a good show yet. If objectively looking at it now, when I watch, I'm like, wow, thank God they didn't judge it off of this first season. Enterprise too. I have to say, I want to stand up for Enterprise. If people would have, I think Enterprise gets pretty solid. Not at first. The first couple seasons are really bad, and there are still some bad episodes later too. But I actually think if we gave Enterprise more time, I think Enterprise could have gotten not near as good as the other shows, but I think a lot better. I'm a defender of later in the series Enterprise personally, but what do you do? What do you do, huh?
Good instinct, stranger.
Take those.
That
I'll-
won't cover it, I'm afraid.
Okay. Drop rate of resources.
What's that? How have we procured these curiosities?
What the heckin' dog?
Don't want to know.
The thing was, though, I guess where I would have some variation on this is I think the first season of Picard was more than just rough. I think it's like legitimately fucking terrible. I'll say that openly. I think it was just complete trash. Just schlock. Schlock? Is schlock the right word? I don't know. Maybe schlock's not the right word. Let's see. Nee. 18. Yeah. Let's do that. And then we'll do that. 24. What about if I do that? Okay. If I do 19. If I do... No, I need red. Red and red. Red and red. 5. 24. 25. Alright, fine. There we go. Now I can sell some shit.
Hey? Welcome, stranger. Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Sell you.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make.
Sell.
A deal well struck.
Alright, let's tune the thing or two up here. Prepare.
Give that the care it deserves, mate.
Shooty
We're
booty.
starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend.
Speed ammo cap. Yeah.
Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less.
And okay,
Well,
yeah.
then, what
That's good.
pleasant travel.
Ridley was talking about how Voyager is made now. They work in permanent changes like damages, modifications to the ship, and keep them going forward. But that was impossible. Producing out of order. Yeah, definitely. I think I agree with that. I think there's a lot of things that that they would do with Voyager now if they were to make that exact same show. And I think they're all improvements. Especially if you were talking the same producers. Picard, season 1 just didn't get it and was a failure. Season 2 seemed more like schlock, going over the top, trying weird things and still failing. Yeah, 100%. The whole like Picard getting a robot. I want people to remember this. Picard has a robot body. They just say fuck it. Let's not even ever talk about that again. It's easy to forget because they never talk about it again, and it was a very, very dumb decision. It was very lame, and that I think after In the Darkness, which is one of my least favorite, not just Trek movies. Well, it is definitely my least favorite Star Trek movie of all time. Star Trek In the Darkness is my least favorite Star Trek film of all time, by a large margin. It's also one of my least favorite films of all time. And that comes from someone who really loved the 2009 that the Kelvin timeline that was set up there. I thought it was great, and really likes Beyond. I think 2009 is way better as a film because it is simple and it's kind of sterilized from a lot of like but the sense of awe and wonder. It got me it's such an exciting movie. So exciting. Worse than Insurrection? 100% worse than Insurrection. Worst thing about Insurrection is it feels like a season 1 or season 2 episode that's extra long. That's the worst thing about it. With all the baggage of the characters being older. Insurrection is not a good movie, but In the Darkness is absolutely... it's one of the few movies I would say it is offensive to my sensibilities. Like, it is such a bastardization and such a schlocky, terrible... Not even fun schlock. I can't even enjoy it for that. And it's got Peter Weller, and anything with Peter Weller, even a bad movie, I still love. So yeah, I know I know it's me saying a lot, but it's true. I loathe that movie. It's one of my least favorite movies of all time. I could go on. I won't. It is one of those things where like I don't really like the idea of like taking down a movie like a 2-hour long review of something. You know, I watch them sometimes as guilty pleasure, but like of like a movie like I watched a 4.5 hour long review of Quantumania, for example, that was just going over how bad that movie is, which I agree with, but to me kind of feels like I kind of feel a little guilty because it's kind of like watching like Maury. It's like we know it's bad. You don't have to sit in front. But I would absolutely do that for... I would make a 2-hour, 4-hour long Star Trek In the Darkness review, just cutting it down to size. And it's not even that it's recent. I mean, it doesn't even really matter anymore. I'm just surprised. I'm just happy we got another movie after that, because Beyond was not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. But I thought it was just so incredibly just fucking cynical, just such a terrible, terrible piece of media. Just shockingly bad. It doesn't happen a lot where I'm just surprised by how terrible something is. In the theater, I was just angry. And this growing sense of anger within my soul watching that movie. The best thing about it is Peter Weller is still, shows that he still can act. He's acting in a piece of shit. It's everything that makes Picard season 1 bad is Into Darkness, but just like more cynically done and just more Hollywoodified, and I just really hate it. It's really bad. I'm out of here. I'm gonna hide. Can I just hide? Hey! Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't like what they did, but kind of like how they did it. Like Bandersnatch Cumberbund's screen presence, but they missed the chance to do something different with his character. Yeah. Yes. 100%, but I like his screen presence. I don't like him as that character at all. I think he talk about an overexposed actor too. Can I just say, like, man, he went from being so beloved to being like kind of like an easy to hate actor to just in everything. And I don't know. That's only one of the many problems, though. I hate what they did. I think if it would have been marketed differently and just done differently, and the script was a different script, and maybe they cast differently, if they shot the scenes different, if they had a different cinematographer, if they used better music cues, if the script was different, then it would have been a good movie. Or enjoyable. I would have enjoyed it at least. I don't even mind the Khan thing. I don't think that that's a bad move. I think the way it was done, and the script, and it was like the parts that like make it like a movie, were not good. The parts of it that were a movie, I think, failed miserably. No, ironically, Jazz loves that movie. We will never get. That is one thing we will never get on with. Over time, they've been able to admit it's not as good as they want. As they kind of vitriolically feel the need to defend it as being. But my vitriol is staunchly in the opposite, as one could tell. I just find it to be so, the biggest problem I have with it, honestly, is it's just so cynical. Like, just as a movie, and not just as a movie, but as a movie, for sure. The story and what it is cynical, 100%. But then, the way it's made, production-wise, and the behind-the-scenes, and the way that it was marketed, made, directed, manufactured as product. And look, movies are products. Good movies are products, too. Everything Everywhere at Once is one of my favorite movies of the last decade. And I think it is a masterpiece, and I think there's so much heart in that story. It's still a product. We can't pretend that movies aren't also, to be successful, your art is not a product. It is. I'm just saying that there's a way to do that and not do it cynically. A way to do it authentically. Oof. And it's just... I could get, if I were to get started, the idea that getting rid of all the crew and like the whole, like that mission that they're on too, like let's just have the all is lost moment, and Kirk's an asshole because he wants the revenge, and then we're gonna get all the characters off of the fucking ship. We're gonna get Scotty and everybody away from most of the story for the big middle chunk of the movie. We're just gonna make it a movie that has less characters to worry about, and you can tell that's why they did it. And I just think it's so lazy and irresponsible and just terrible. After such a strong ensemble that they built, where characters all had things to do in that 2009, the first movie, it should be easier for them to give them all those roles. You don't have to introduce their character traits anymore. It should be easier to do the sequel, to manage multiple characters. It was a lazy direction and cynical, and oof. You can tell I don't like movies that are cynical. Cynically made, that is. The story is screaming out for him to seem like the villain throughout, but having him honorably help Kirk until the end, when tragically his crew is killed and he swears revenge on Kirk. Yo. The depth and era of it being a product is of course the inversion of the death scene at the end. Yes, ick. I was so angry at that. I was fuming in the theater, and the screaming of the villain's name, and the punchy spot. Nope. Yeah, all that was just so wrong, and it's easy to write it in a way that is not that, and still make an engaging and different and interesting story. You know, like if it wanted to be like, well, we don't want to do the exact same thing as Wrath of Khan. We don't want to do that. We want to do something different with the character. Yeah, that's great. That's what you should want to do, something different. But not playing the hits, and that's what that's part of what I saw that as. But yeah, it's like I said, that is, to me, it is the epitome of product. I don't know how anybody could take that movie seriously after that. That was just like the final insult. I mean, I really didn't like the movie before that, and I'm really tired of the plot of. Starfleet's bad, actually. Starfleet's bad, guys. But, I mean, it goes to show the sensibilities in the world have changed, right? I know that we see authority as a dangerous thing. We see authority figures, even benevolent ones, as most likely enemies. I get all that. But I think that's why hope is so important, right? That's why it's so important to create like an imaginative world where that's not the case. I think that's why I hate Season of Picard so much. I'm so tired of the Federation and Starfleet are actually evil. They're evil, guys. They're evil. And you even did it to classic Trek. You even did it to the... I know it's Kelvin timeline, but you really had to do that. Like, just my question just be why? Why is that necessary? Yeah, I'm very passionately against this movie. Obviously. And it hurts because I like to like things. I always prefer to find some enjoyment out of everything. And I'm not gonna lie, do I have it in my Blu-ray collection? Of course I do. I think it should be studied, examined, looked at, understood, pulled apart, and realized like we look at it the same way that I'd look at like you know, it's like looking at 9/11. I mean, certainly not as bad. Not comparing it to that, but you know, it's the whole like we should learn something from this. Let's not shy away from talking about it. But let's just not pretend it's a good thing. It's not good that this happened. We can still study it. Understand it. It's late on a weekday, but I'm comparing Star Trek Into Darkness to 9/11. I'm not saying it's as bad, just to clarify. Okay, where am I going here? The old cliche was that Starfleet was so good that they had to have admirals and commodores go nuts to be villains. Exactly. Post Roddenberry, it became more common for to guess all Starfleet as shady. Yeah, you know, I think there's a balance to strike. Is my point. I think there's a balance in there. I mean, look, a movie that I still think is better than that had Starfleet in cahoots with an evil. Well, I guess the plan was evil, right? An insurrection, right? I'm not even sure that's that evil of a plan. The baddie really was the baddie. You know, Starfleet. I mean, because that dude he gets killed by, was it Shinzon? Is it Shinzon? Whatever, the villain in Insurrection. Played by the brilliant character actor, whose name I forget. Poor man. But like he betrays that admiral, right? So I mean, at the end of the day, there is an interesting story to tell with that. In that story, it's just not the story we got. But I can see through it. I can see how there's something like there's soul in Insurrection. There's a little bit of soul, not a lot. I hate whenever the 15,000th writer comes along and is like, "Ooh, what if Section 31?" Exactly. Yeah, I'm over it. Super over it. Raven was Ruffalo. That's it. Yeah, Shinzon. What's Shinzon from? Shinzon is Nemesis. I'm conflating them right now. Yes, Rufio from a Hook. Who is it? One of those guys. Something about a roofie. A true villain, as it were.
Here we go.
Rufio. They really picked a name that was just in a children's Peter Pan adaptation a few years before. All right, why not? Yes, Shinzon was Tom Hardy. Thank you. Yes, yes. You know what's really funny? I have to say, what a chameleon Tom Hardy is. I forgot up until I watched Nemesis a couple months ago, just as background noise. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a skinny Tom Hardy. What a fucking chameleon. I did not recognize him from that at all. And when I saw it back in the day, all the things I know him from, when I first started seeing Tom Hardy in movies, I'm like, I realized now I'd seen him in so many things. Post-rap career, post-everything, exactly, yes. Yeah, that's a real rags to riches story, isn't it? That fucking guy. I gotta say, he's got some banger roles, though. Not so sure about his early career stuff, in any context. But, man. Really came through. Standing up. Hey, it's Shinzon. Yo. That guy. It's really funny. He's bulked up a lot since then. That's a big part of it, too. That man had the tiniest frame. I'm not saying he's like a wrestler body type or anything these days, but man, he was a scrawny little bean. So, can I just say what the funniest thing about Nemesis is, and it gets me every time. By the way, Nemesis is my probably my, I don't know, is it? I think it is my second least favorite Star Trek film, and that's hard because 5 is to me not good at all. It's kind of shockingly not good. But you know what my all-time like funniest moment, this is why like at least I get some joy out of it, is when they show like there's a moment in the famous moment, you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, where they show a picture of young Captain Picard. And we've seen young Captain Picard many times in Trek. I mean, anybody who's still watching these movies when Nemesis comes along has seen enough Trek to know that we've seen him young and he had hair. He had male pattern baldness. That is not weird. Not a weird thing. I remember seeing it in the theater. In the moment when he like looks at a picture of himself and he's bald, I was just like, what? And then I realized it's just because we got to spoon feed the Tom Hardy is him, Shinzon's him. I'm like, I think you don't need to have, you know, and actually Shinzon could also have hair and it would be okay. You don't need to do that. It's just like very, very funny, like do it for the dummies, but no dummies are going to see Star Trek Nemesis. People had given up. The casual audiences had given up on Star Trek at that point for a while. It lasted a while. There was a long time where you wouldn't get a casual. That's why 2009 was so important. I think the reboot really did breathe life into Trek again, so we all kind of get something special, like Brave New Worlds. Yeah. There's a lot to be said for the reboot, but people were not going to Nemesis who didn't have some dedication to the Star Trek lore, even if they're casual Star Trek fans. They know enough that you don't have to spoon feed them a picture of Picard in his like 30s or something, bald. Super funny. It always makes me laugh. That movie's at least entertaining. The big problem I have is it's stupid. It's kind of dumb-minded, and it's really dark. And I don't like... if nothing else, I'm glad that we finally, through Picard, got an ending that wasn't super dark for these characters. That is a gift. Because if it ended at Nemesis, that's pretty sad. It's just literally sad, like depressing. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Everyone's unhappy, and Data's dead, and fuck you all. Thanks for coming. Go fuck yourself. Like, okay, hey, thanks. Thanks for coming to see our movie. You're an idiot. All right. I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh boy. Let's see. My inventory here. Star Trek V has wonderfully big, old-fashioned ideas, charming interaction between Star Trek 3 characters, and the quotable, "What does God need with a starship?" And of course, marshmallows. Yeah, you know what? That's why I like it. Like, it's got this like charm to it. You know, it's not a great movie, but I do think it's very charming, and that goes a long way for me. So you can tell, like, I tend to like things that have like, you know, a good amount of heart. I think that you could, personally, I can look past a lot of flaws if something has a lot of heart. Sometimes it's all I'm asking for. And like, I just want to know you tried. I'll give you a lot of points for that. I will find a way to enjoy a lot of things if it's got heart and it feels like it was not made by committee. It was made by someone who has some respect or reverence for the material. I mean, you're building foundation. You're building on the foundations that were not made by you. I think the least that you can do as a creator, as a creative person, taking over a franchise or doing a sequel, or maybe you built the franchise the whole time, but you're laying on these foundations. I think the least you can do is honor sort of like where that has come from. And you know, 5 does that absolutely. To some degree, Nemesis even does that to some degree. In the Darkness does not. At all. In the Darkness doesn't do great. Like at any of those things. And also just being an engaging story. Like, I understand sometimes you have to make some major changes, but... next time we see Trek 5, pay attention to the scene at the beginning where the Catwoman attacks Kirk on Nimbus 3. All of our cat noises are edited samples of James Brown screaming. What? Really? That's nuts. I love that. I had no idea. I usually watch all the Trek films in December, so I will do that. This year, I'm not skipping any. Last year, I watched one. I loved one. Motion pictures, it's... You can tell my sensibilities. I think the motion picture... You have to be in the right mood. But I love that movie. I usually watch 1, 2, 4, 6, and then Generations. Which I know is flawed. There's some things in it that I've got some nostalgia in there. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are kind of a problem with it. But I kind of like it more than First Contact. First Contact is a good action movie, though. When people love First Contact, that are Trekkies, that people that love First Contact, but then say that Star Trek can never really be an action movie. I'm like, well, if you like First Contact, that's really all it is. There's nothing wrong with that. You gotta be honest with yourself. But then you like action Trek. That's perfectly fine. There's no shame in liking the action stuff in Trek. That's why I like 2009 so much. Ironically, I was at an impasse with myself about what I think is better. If I like Wrath of Khan or Undiscovered Country more. I think I kind of like Undiscovered Country more. I know it's kind of a faux pas. You're supposed to like Wrath of Khan the most. But I think Undiscovered Country is just a great story. And as I get older, I enjoy it more. I get more emotional watching it now as I'm getting older. I always liked it even as a kid. I always liked the movie. But as I'm getting older and I just see, like, we get in these, like, cycles, you know. I think it's such an expose on, in a good way, on Kirk. It explores something new with Kirk that I really, really like. Makes him feel so much more human and interesting. And, you know. My least favorite captain really gets to shine in the movies a lot of times, and I think that's a great example. His best moments are some of the best moments in all of Star Trek history, ironically. We went to a theatrical re-release of the motion picture recently, and I love the film, but holy hell, the matte lines on the old blue screen stuff now look awful on the big screen. I would imagine that's true. I would have to, you know, what's interesting is I can look past that for a movie of this type because I feel it. Sometimes, like, if you're seeing that stuff, you kind of feel connected to the process of making it. But I do think a movie like Star Trek, where the motion picture, where so much of what makes it interesting to me and still an enjoyable movie is the spectacle and a suspension of disbelief. Like, I feel like that movie is what space travel and this kind of a universe would be like. It's not always the most, like, exhilarating. The excitement comes from the awe, right? And if you're pulled out of it by matte lines, oof. Yeah. Normally I like that kind of stuff. I like seeing it. I mean, it's better if it's not there for sure. But usually I at least don't mind, sometimes like it. Like in a bad movie, I like seeing that stuff. In a good movie, it depends on the movie. But I will say it's brave of you to get tickets to see that in the theater, because here's the problem I have with that movie. It's the only problem I would say I really have. The problem that I have with the motion picture is if you're not in the mood for it, it is torture. If I buy a ticket today to see that on Friday, I'm not sure if I'm going to be in the mood for that on Friday. So I would have to wait until the last second to be deciding if I'm going to see that. Yeah, no lie. I can imagine that could go one of two ways. The day comes, I'm like, I'm not going tonight. I don't feel like going to see this movie. It sort of reminds me of a movie that is one of my favorite movies of all time, which is Sunshine. The Danny Boyle movie. I think it's Danny Boyle's best work. That movie's a masterpiece, but it is the same sense of like space. I think it makes a really good double feature. Uh-oh. There's the Cote. Colta. Bong. Uh-oh, it's a big boy. He's a thug. Come here, idiot. Come here, you big idiot.
Sorry, big guy. Can't let you go that way.
You dinglehead. Okay. Defeat him? How am I supposed to defeat this guy? I just shoot him a lot? Seems dangerous. This seems like it's dangerous. Love 6 all the way through. I think it's falls apart from Amen, but Khan gets me with Spock every time. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. He stands up and straightens his uniform before turning his face to his captain. Yeah. You know, yeah, 100%. I think that's a good opinion. I think they're really neck and neck for me. I really have a hard time deciding. I mean, I know that Wrath of Khan is the better movie. I think it is just like a movie. You can watch that not even knowing what Star Trek is and just see a good movie. It helps knowing, as a fan, it helps a lot. You know, it definitely gives you more. Where I think there's probably less of that to be true in 6, but yeah. Maybe because of knowing the context of the other films, including Wrath of Khan, maybe that enhances 6 to a degree. Yeah, Sunshine, he can reach a point where it becomes Event Horizon. That's a bridge too far for people. I completely get it. So love it to the end. Me too. Yeah, I agree. I think it does Event Horizon better than Event Horizon does Event Horizon. And I like that movie. I like Event Horizon. I was there in the beginning when that movie came out, and I loved it. It was, but Sunshine is just so much better. Yeah, I get it too. I tell people, like, you know, there is the theory that, you know, at the end the whole slasher thing is like just their own psychosis, and that doesn't happen. I'm like, I don't even like to go that route, but some people, it makes them enjoy it more. For me, I like to take it as it is, and just take it as literal. I don't think it detracts from the movie, but I get why. Just like you, I understand some people not liking that. For me, though, oh hell yeah, I think it's immaculate. Me, myself, and I love it. Yeah, the music. I think that it finds a way to have these like deep emotions in it. You know, that movie has the way it's shot, the way it's. The score, everything about it is just so incredibly emotional. I think like, at one point the story almost becomes less. I mean, the story is that of the character sacrifice, right? That's like the main thing. But like, it's almost like those details of the story become less important. They're just more ways to get to what is interesting in the story, which is the characters. And the set piece and the sensation, creating a feeling of being in this situation. I think it's a beautiful movie. And plays around with the concept of sacrifice. Big fan. It is kind of weird that it takes that kind of horror turn, but, you know, I don't mind it. I think at least it's unexpected. It's something completely different than you're expecting for the rest of the movie. So, that's a benefit. The commentary, the DVD commentary with the physicist is so interesting. Like, he has an explanation for, like, everything. They had deep deep lore built into how this stuff really would work, and they said like, well, it's not for the whole audience to need to know, but they like made canon in like how a lot of the things operated that just weren't necessary to the general audience. But if you want to know, the physicist on the commentary track goes into extreme detail of how things actually sort of work. Very cool that they actually took the time to consider that. I really appreciate it. So it feels like real science fiction then to me. Like, you know, there's an actual science element. They had a real analyst saying how to change the script in subtle ways to make it make more sense. We like that. We like that here. Come on, die. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay. Now what do we got? Oh my god. Boss battle, boss battle. Here we go. Eat my asshole. I expect the physicist to call bullshit on Kappa's final moments, but he's like, hey, gravity will warp time. Who knows? It could happen. We'll never witness this to know for sure. Exactly. They had me at the, you know, the biggest concern that I had with the movie was like, just a science, kind of a Hollywoody, kind of somewhat arty film, but they, you know, the idea of dropping a bomb in the sun, that doesn't really make sense. And then hearing the physicist explain the cue ball theory, I'm like, that's incredible. Like, that is such a good in-universe explanation. And, yeah, much respect. Like, if we're trying to knock a cue ball out of the sun, it's not just throwing a bomb in the sun. That's ridiculous. I'm like, that's what I said.
Now look at the mess you've made.
Get out of here, buddy. Yeah, now we're talking. El Gigante. Little worm. Little headworm. Headworm in the angry crunch. Who's that jerk?
Sweet dreams.
Hey, got a smoke?
I do. The kind you like. Now where's the amber?
Fortunately, it's not on me at the moment. And you really should be telling me what a good job I did. Busted my ass and managed to hide it right before I got caught. Which is why I'm still alive.
The deal was, we get you out of here when you deliver the amber. No amber, no protection, Luis.
Bum, bum, bum.
Such a stickler for details, Hyde. Okay then.
I think this is going into the last chapter.
I'll go get it now. How about that?
Let's see. Probably gonna go in like another half hour. We'll see how far we get. If it's close to the end at that point, maybe I'll push through. We'll see. We'll just see about that. Castle.
Chapter end. Nice. Taking off for the night. Thanks for talking. Yeah, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. No, if I want to do the Blade Runner playthrough, I will. I may aim to do that in the next few weeks. So, yeah, I will let you know ASAP. So, thank you for stopping in. It was really good chatting with you, and yeah, have a good night. I will hopefully see you soon. Save. Yes. Come on, Lewis.
Ada. You probably didn't plan on coming back here, eh? Well, plans do change, no? Are you angry? You're angry. There is this one thing I must do before I can recover the Ember.
Before. This is not a negotiation, Louis, so choose your next words carefully.
Whoa. Listen, there is someone who needs my help. You know me, always the good Samaritan.
Let me guess. Leon?
Yes, exactly. Leon and that young woman, they are both infected. They need this medicine. It slows the infection, and I know it works. I used it on myself. So,
Why does this matter to me?
because you two are infected. It's what I researched for all these years, and I see the symptoms already showing in your eyes. You must already feel the effects, eh? The medicine will stop them for a time. Just trust me. You have a lot to gain and nothing to lose.
Okay, but this is your last chance. We do this first, and then the Amber.
I'll
Team
let
up
Leon
mission.
know. Hola, Luis here. You guys still around?
I wanted to go home, but Ashley just had to see this castle first.
Perfect, because I have a present I want to give you. Medicine that will help to suppress the progress of your problem.
Where do we go?
Let's see. Come to the courtyard inside of the castle. We can meet up there. Ciao. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we?
Nice. Shortcut here.
Ladies first.
How chivalrous.
Go. Here we go.
Locked.
There's a hidden laboratory downstairs. My stuff should be there.
Along with the suppressant?
Roll.
What would I do without you, Ada?
Be parasite food?
Is something burning?
Guess we'll find out.
Mierda! Ada, they're here!
Of course they are. I was afraid of that.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, what else can I scout?
No, no, no! We can't let the medicine be destroyed!
Luis! Let it go! Luis! You're serious? Luis! Get back here! Don't inhale the smoke. If you're trying to kill yourself, can you do it after you've delivered the amber?
It's all gone. burned to nothing.
Why is this so important to you?
There are things I must set right. But that is impossible now. It's all over, and I can't help them anymore.
Pull yourself together, Luis. Make more. You know how, just do it.
Yes, it is possible. The ingredients are out here, in the castle. Yes, I need time, but I can still get you your ember.
All right then, let's go.
We can go back up this way, then figure out our next move.